Sagittarius, hello. Well, welcome back, welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. This is going to be Sagittarius Collective, all placements, overview for 2022, overview for 2022. Basic Celtic cross with tarot and then 2 oracle cards at the end to get further messages from Spirit. All right, I'm going to be using the singing bowl to clear the energy and to connect with the collective watching this video. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific deities, archangels, beings of light that you would like to be here, please feel free to do so. The more the merrier. With that being said, if you're listening to this on headphones, you may want to turn it down for just a second while we do this, as I don't know how loud it is for you all wearing headphones. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Deep breath in. Alright guys, let's go. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Sagittarius Collective, please. What do they need to know at this time? Most accurate and relevant messages, please, Spirit. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? How can we best assist them? Okay. Anxiety much? I don't know what you guys are anxious about, but it could be causing you sleepless nights, restless nights, very much in your head about something. I don't know what. We'll get more. Okay, this might be what? Judgment. Interesting. Judgment is what is crossing you at this time. This could feel like people's literal judgments of you are keeping you up at night. Maybe you feel like you made a bad judgment call, like you had a decision to make and you feel like you made the wrong one, and it could be haunting you a little bit, causing you to not be able to sleep. Holy crap, guys. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to see if we can get the rest of the cards out. Okay, so for your current energy, 9 of Swords, that's what we were just talking about, the anxiety, sleepless nights, being very much in your head about something, almost paralyzed with fear a little bit, and again, with judgment coming out as your challenge, it could be people's actual judgments of you or fearing that you made a bad judgment call. In the past, recent past, you have the 3 of Coins. The near future, the 10 of Pentacles. In your mind space, you have the Everything is Fine card, which correlates with the 10 of Swords. It's just an additional message that everything is going to be okay no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing at this time, no matter what stories you're telling in your head, telling yourself, it's going to be okay. And what is in your subconscious, the 8 of Cups. We have 6 of Pentacles as your advice from Spirit, and the 9 of Wands as your external energy. So let's get our last 2 cards. Okay, interesting. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Coins, opportunity for money, opportunity to grow your money, to plant new seeds, to start new businesses. New avenues of income are here for you. Just keep that in mind. You might not be able to see them with clear eyes right now, but they are there. Once you move through all of this it's a little bit heavier energy, I'm not going to lie. Once you move through that, you will see all the opportunity that is around you again. All right. So, recent past, the Three of Coins. This is a card of working together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Having the resources, having the team, and having the wherewithal to delegate as well. I feel like you're very much the leader of this team, and this is just like your support. So you could have recently added to the team. You could have recently even just assembled a team. Maybe you had to downsize during COVID, let some people go, and I feel like now you're adding those roles back in. Slowly but surely, you're adding to the team again, hiring new employees, things of that nature. But you definitely have a solid team, because that team is leading you straight to the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, the King of Pentacles. He is all things abundant and stable. He's a master of his material wealth. He knows how to save. He knows how to invest. He knows how to spend wisely. He knows how to acquire assets. He knows the difference between assets and liabilities. And I say he because it's masculine. It does not have to be a male. Keep that in mind. Just masculine earth energy is what you're moving into very much. Capricorn energy with the masculine earth. But this is an energy of knowing how to handle your business, getting it to a place that is thriving, and you're able to do more, you're able to be more. I feel like you're a very good boss if you are a boss. This indicates to me already that you are. I feel like you're a very stable one. People can come to you. You're very level-headed. You don't let a lot of things get to you. You're able to work through and process the kind of mundane day-to-day minutia that a lot of people don't like dealing with, but I feel like you're kind of thriving in that environment right now, and that might be new to you, because you're used to being the one who has the vision and the passion and the ideas to propel things forward, and not be so much the one on the back end doing the numbers and the accounting and all of that stuff that also are required to keep business moving forward. In your mind space right now, you have the Everything is Fine card, which again is associated, the Ten of Swords. It's just a different message that, yes, you could be in a Ten of Swords energy, but everything is going to be fine. So if you are feeling very overwhelmed and anxious, which I'm going to tell you right now, I really feel like you are, because you have Nine of Swords as your current energy that you're currently sitting in, which is a very anxious, restless, keeping you up at night energy. And then in your mind space, what you're thinking about constantly is all the anxiety and all of the things that are too much for you to carry at this time, I feel like. And your outcome is also the Ten of Wands, which is a card of burden, needing to lay down your load and delegate. And I do feel like you have a very strong support system. So it'll be very important for you to discern when to delegate, what you can handle, what you can't. Maybe you're used to being able to handle a ton of things, but for whatever reason right now, you need to delegate more than you usually would. That doesn't mean forever. That doesn't mean a definite, finite. It's for now. You can take some of this responsibility back as you need to, but I really feel like you need to take a step back from things. Stop putting jobs on the schedule if that's what that means. Maybe you're taking on too much, not being able to say no, not knowing how to balance. I feel like you're very, very out of balance right now. Yeah. I do feel like, though, despite all of these things, I do feel like you are reminding yourself this frequently. Everything is fine. I'm okay. This is just whatever. My mind trying to keep me from progressing. I feel like that could really be what it is. You could be on the precipice of a breakthrough, and that little voice inside of you that wants you to stay small and wants you to stay inside your comfort zone because that's where it's safe for them is like telling you all of these things. You're not capable of this. You're going to fail. You're going to disappoint everybody. You're going to have to fire people, things like that, that it's just like, okay, I'm going to stay small, then I'm not even going to try. Which is very unlike you. Very, very, very much. I mean, that's just not who you guys are. I'm not sure what or who got into your head, but something is definitely fucking with your head right now, and it's making you see things in a way that isn't really your own, honestly. In your subconscious, what's going on, kind of without you knowing about it. 8 of Cups, you're working really hard. Your subconscious is working really hard, or sending you messages that you need to let go of something. Something is too much. Something is dragging you down. It could be a toxic situation. It could be a toxic employee. We were talking about employees earlier, something to do with your team. There could be a member that needs to be let go of. And that could be causing a lot of anxiety, especially if it's someone who's been a member of the team for a very long time, someone who means a lot to you. It could be a family member, and that's kind of causing a little bit of anxiety. Like, I know that this person's not a good fit. They're not really working in this role, but I don't know how to fire them, is what I'm getting. And it does feel like family, because this is, again, not your usual energy. This isn't typically something that you guys struggle with. It's like, if something needs to be done, you do it. If someone needs to be fired, okay. If someone needs to be laid off, I hate it, but okay, I'll do it because it's what needs to be done. But for whatever reason right now, and this could be something tied up with your spouse, they could play a role in your business that maybe you would like them to step back from, but you're not really sure how to address that. Advice from Spirit. 6 of Pentacles. This is a card of reciprocal giving, the energy of giving and receiving, having enough to share and to spare, and every $100 that you receive, you give 50 of it away, or whatever. It's just the energy of the more you receive, the more you give. So Spirit is telling you to drop into this energy. Find your generous heart again. Now is the time to give as much, if not more, than you receive. I really feel like being very generous, and this could be going back to the situation. Maybe there's someone that you need to let go of or lay off. This could be being very generous with like a severance package. Offer them more than you typically would, because it's what feels right. It's what you're being called to do, is just be generous in whatever way that applies. If this situation with having an employee that you need to let go of doesn't resonate, then apply it where it does resonate. But be generous. If someone is coming to you, in need, be generous. Be charitable. Help people out, because it is going to pull you out of this funk. I feel like it's the key to getting you out of your head and back into your heart, which is where you need to be. You're much more powerful when you come from that place. Energies around you, external to you. You have the 9 of Wands. There could be a lot of fast moving, like people overcoming obstacles and standing firm on their ground, like that energy of, I'm going to die on this hill. They're going to go down with a fight, right? They're not going to let anybody knock them down. And this, again, this is external to you. So it doesn't necessarily affect you in a direct way, but in an indirect way that external energies like social situations, social medias, when we do go into our like work environments, it's kind of the energy that's buzzing around. It could be topics of conversation. People are just talking about life right now, and you could just be picking up on, sorry, I'm trying to get a clip out of my hair. You could just be picking up on the energies that they're feeling, that they're working with. Their people around you are very determined at this time and have lots of willpower, and like determination is really what I'm picking up on. So there could be someone around you who's very determined to do something. yeah, again, external to you. So while it is good to, if it's a nice energy to tap into it and ride that wave. If it's a not so great energy that feels overwhelming, withdraw, pull it back, disengage. You're allowed to do that. You're absolutely allowed to do that. Your hopes and your fears. You have the 8 of coins. You really want to perfect something, your craft, your skill, whatever that skill is. Maybe your hope is that you will find a skill, a craft, an art that you can perfect, that you can hone, that you can spend a lot of time and dedication perfecting. I feel like this could be also a hobby that you're hoping to monetize. That whole, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I feel like you're trying to gear yourself towards that, because for a very long time, I feel like Sagittarius has been very dedicated to their work and their job, and that is their passion. They're good at being bosses. They're good at being leaders. They're good at being business owners. It doesn't matter what the business is. It could be very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Just something very mundane, but they're really good at it, and that's what they love. I feel like now, though, you guys are kind of shifting your focus on things that you truly, truly are passionate about. Golf, basketball even, I'm getting for some of you. Theater. I don't know what it is, but something that you really, really genuinely love doing. I feel like you want to monetize it now and shift your business acumen to one of those things. Hobbies turned business, hobby turned moneymaker, instead of just doing whatever pays the bills. I will say the outcome being the 10 of Wands, you might be biting off more than you can chew. You might need to walk away from something before you take on anything else. If you are wanting to shift, if you are wanting to shift gears, am I saying that right? If you're wanting to, yeah. If you're wanting to shift gears and shift your focus, you might need to walk away from or let go of some things before you can take on any more. There's a huge energy of letting go. Not only in your subconscious, but the 10 of Wands tells me that you have to, if you don't want to break, if you don't want to burn out, if you don't want to overload yourself more than you already are, you have to drop some of the sticks. And trust that the people around you are going to support you and pick them up if they're important enough. And if they're not, they don't need to come along for this ride. They're not pertinent to you right now in this point in your journey. So you just got to let them go. Let them fall away. All right, guys, let's do our Moonology Oracle deck and see what else Spirit has for you guys. What other advice do we have for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? One card, please, for Sagittarius. What other advice do we have for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? Just one card. For Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. That Judgment card came with it and fell. And I'm not sure why it scared me so bad, but it did. Alright, a new start is coming. New moon energy. Okay. I think we had a new moon a week ago, so we're probably in like first quarter moon now, which is like half seas, a little less than half. Alright. Spirit animal for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. What animal is relevant? Carries the most accurate advice, most relevant advice and energy for Sagittarius at this time. What do they need to know, please, Spirit? One card. One card for Sagittarius, please. card for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Just one card. Okay. I might just have to choose one off the top in a second, because or just not take one at all. Is that the answer? Don't take one at all? No. One card for Sagittarius, please, Spirit. What advice? What additional advice? What energy do they need to carry with them through this situation until it resolves? What energy do they need to embrace right now? Wolf. Wolf. We're going to go with Wolf. Lion on the bottom of the deck. Alright, let's read our Moonology card first. A new start is coming. Oh. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you are starting all over again in some way, but on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles, and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. Attune to the moon. I'll see it when I believe it. Additional meanings for this card. A new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. The new moon marks the start of a waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible, and a time of rebirth. It's a time that witches do their work making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle, an immensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to other worlds. Okay. So, again, don't get caught up in anxieties, in old narratives in your head that are trying to keep you small, trying to keep you stuck. You've got a new fresh start coming to you very quickly. Oh, I just passed it. All right. Wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. A wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, fearless. When out of balance, judgmental, dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. Yes, we do need to practice letting go. I'm actually going to read about starfish as well because that came out with it. And there might be a little bit something there for you too. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. How dare you? The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is, these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? I do feel like this is more relevant because that's very much the energy that I'm getting from this. Other people's judgments. What will they think if I do this? What happens if I let this go and move towards something else? What's my family going to think of me? What if I make less money? Blah, 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 blah. What dreams have I put aside to help to please others. When in balance, uplifting, artistic, expressive. When out of balance, gossips, feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends. So if whoever pops into your mind when I say that word is probably a really good person, those words is probably a really good person to be around right now. I definitely feel like they'll uplift your mood and kind of help change your perspective. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.